In college, I learned that the eye has positive and negative refractive states, the only thing you can measure. And then I talked with Jacob Raphaelson. And I found out that optometrists invent 5 different myopias because that's their business. Not to solve a problem, but you have the normal eye with 5 different refractive states. So they talk about, and here we go. Rupa Wong used the term chips, or I will use chips, and I'll explain later when dealing with the public. But here is part of their theory, 5 theories: A, B, C, D, and E. I've no doubt that prevention is difficult, but it must start before you start wearing a minus lens. This is in Hindu, I think. Here we go.
In this video, I will discuss about myopia and I will cover introduction and etiology of myopia in this video. Let's start with introduction. The refractive condition in which parallel light rays from an object at optical infinity are focused by the eye in front of the retina with accommodation relaxed. Here, this is a figure of myopic eye. This is object at optical infinity. When accommodation is relaxed, light rays focused in front of retina. Myopia is a highly significant problem not only because of its high prevalence but also because it can contribute to visual morbidity and increase the risk for vision-threatening conditions like retinal breaks, detachment, and glaucoma. It can be a limiting factor in occupational choices. The posterior segment changes in myopic eye place it at risk for development of other ocular conditions. Now let's study about etiology of myopia. A. Axial myopia. It's occur due to increased anterior-posterior or axial length of eye and other parameters are normal. Here, this is the example of axial myopia. This is normal axial length and due to increased axial length, light focused in front of retina. B. Curvatural myopia. It occurs due to increased curvature of cornea, lens, or both. Here in this figure, normal corneal curvature and light focused in retina. And here in this figure, corneal curvature increased and light focused in front of retina. C. Positional myopia. It occurs due to anterior placement of crystalline lens in the eye. Here in this figure, this is normal position of lens and light focused into retina. And here in this figure, anterior placement of lens and light focused in front of retina. D. Index myopia. It occurs due to increase in the refractive index of crystalline lens associated with nuclear sclerosis. E. Myopia due to excessive accommodation. It occurs in patients with spasm of accommodation. Here in this figure, this is normal accommodation of lens and light focused into retina. And here in this figure, spasm or increased accommodation and light focused in front of retina. Classification of myopia. Let's start. 1. Clinical entity. A. Simple myopia. The refractive status of the eye with simple myopia is depend on the optical power of the cornea, the optical power of the crystalline lens, and the axial length. It's a physiological abnormality not associated with any disease. Simple myopia occurs when eyes are too long for its optical power or eyes are too optically powerful for its axial length. Simple myopia is much more common than other types of myopia and generally less than 6 diopter. B. Nocturnal myopia. Nocturnal myopia occurs only in dim illumination. primarily due to increased accommodative response associated with low levels of light.
Okay, there you have it. It's amazing how you can slice and dice refractive states of the completely normal eye when the eye's refractive state is -1. But the real objective is to never get down to -1. So here's my statement for CHIP, for Raphaelson and Rupa Wong. CHIP, CHIP, can't help ignorant public. That's CHIP. That's Rupa Wong. She knows she can't help the ignorant public. I don't expect that of her. The same way with True Raphaelson. He knew he can't help the ignorant public. So let's stop trying to argue with optometrists about this. They know they can't help you, so don't ask them. Don't expect anything of them because you won't get anything from them. Plus, you wouldn't do what was necessary anyway, which is to begin prevention before your refractive state becomes negative, more negative than a half diopter. This is why I measure my own refraction, because there's no point in browbeating the optometrist about helping me with my prevention when I must do it myself anyway. So that was my conclusion. After figuring out that evolution designed all eyes as control systems, measured as a refractive state, never as a mere error. Notice all the time they draw a camera, a squished camera, to talk about the completely normal eye. That's chronic and typical. Here again, you have what's called a standard thing in speaking. If you can't dazzle them with your brilliance, baffle them with your bullshit. And here you have A, B, C, and D, and E of what you might call bullshit, because it's just a negative refractive state of the completely normal eye from my perspective. So add your own commentary and think for yourself. If you're designing control systems as an engineer, it's very clear that evolution designed the dynamic eye, not a squished camera with odd refractions. Keep thinking. Keep asking questions. You know, everybody hates hearing sad truths about us and about this problem. Thank you.